How to use the lecture tool. The table lecture tool is a feature that allows you to record interactive lectures for your students to watch and follow along with at the table. Using the lecture tool, you can record as you rotate, change views, and point out different structures. However, unlike a normal recorded lecture, the student watching can stop the playback at any time and interact with the table as usual. Then, when they're ready, they can resume the lecture from where it left off. This creates multiple opportunities for students to engage with the table in ways they couldn't before. Now, larger classes can experience a hands-on lecture without the speaker having to repeat it multiple times to small groups. Students can also pause the lecture and answer their own questions by interacting with tools like the visibility menu, or blood flow, or learning assistant. You can also prompt your students in the lecture to pause and explore different features and answer questions on a handout, which they can do in their own time. To record a new lecture, first prepare the scan and presets that you would like to use. It is important to have this material ready ahead of time if you want to avoid making big changes during the recording. When you're ready, tap the lecture tool and choose the record option. Decide if you would like the lecture tool to record your voice along with your video and screen. Please note that many tables do not come equipped with speakers, microphones, and cameras. To use these features, you will likely have to connect an external hardware like via USB or Bluetooth. If you need help with this process, please reach out to Anatomage. When you're ready to record, tap the record button, and everything you do will be captured. But note, some features like pins, dissection, and quiz mode are incompatible with the lecture tool. Once you're recording, anything you do will be recorded as part of the playback. Feel free to close the lecture tool if it's in your way. It will still record in the background. Flat colors, annotations, pointer tools, and drawings will all appear in the lecture. Dialogues, like the visibility menu, pen menu, and action menu, will automatically be removed from the playback, so students won't see those. So for example, in this lecture, we are going to color the lobes of the lungs, 3 different colors. We'll also remove the skeletal system, rotate, and as we continue, switch presets. We could also do things like place arrows or add and remove structures with the slider bar. Once you've finished recording your lecture, open up the lecture tool again and hit the stop recording button. Your lecture will automatically save temporarily within the software, but be sure to export it as well using the Save to Folder button. It will save as an LTV file type. Please remember that these files are only for the table and will not play on another computer. When you would like to play the lecture back, you or your students can open the corresponding scan, open the lecture tool, and tap the playback button. If needed, you can import your LTV file through the import button. Students can then tap play to start the lecture, and everything you do will be captured. If at any point during the lecture the student taps the pause button or interacts with the scan, the lecture will automatically pause. The students can do whatever they like or make any changes, and then when they're ready, hit play to resume the lecture from where it left off. So, if you wanted to prompt your students to interact with your lecture, you could get to a good stopping point. For example, this image we had of the pulmonary arteries and veins, and tell your students at 1 minute and 18 seconds, pause the lecture, look at the scan, color the pulmonary arteries and veins the correct color for the type of blood they carry, and draw arrows to indicate the direction of blood flow for those arteries and veins. Then, when you're ready, take a screenshot of that image. Whenever they're done interacting with the scan, again, just hit play to keep going from wherever the lecture went off. If you would like to have your lecture recorded in video form as well as in the interactive LTV form, you will have to take a screen recording at the same time. Simply download your preferred screen recording app onto the table. We recommend Ice Cream Screen Recorder, and tap record on your screen recorder at the same time you record with the lecture tool. For more information about that or to request a free pro license of Ice Cream Screen Recorder, reach out to tableapplication@anatomage.com.